Hundreds of Palestinians and international activists have held a demonstration in the town of Deir in the north of Ramallah. The residents of the town protested against the settlers living in the nearby illegal Israeli settlement, Ofra, their attacks on Palestinians the previous evening, and burning down 50 olive trees. The protesters marched towards the Ofra settlement, where they congregated for Friday prayers. They were immediately attacked by the Israeli army.
We arrived after Friday prayers. There were attacks between the Israeli soldiers and settlers with the Palestinians. We have 15 Palestinians wounded with rubber-coated steel bullets and tear gas, just for protesting in response to the attacks on their land. Most of the people who are ill or wounded from the demonstrations are children and old people who suffer suffocation from tear gas.
When the settlers arrived back at the venue of the demonstration, the Israeli soldiers retreated, allowing them to attack the protesters with stones.
We arrived after Friday prayers. They were attacks between the Israeli soldiers and settlers with the Palestinians. We have 15 Palestinians wounded with the rubber-coated steel bullets and tear gas just for protesting in response to the attacks on their land. Most of the people who are ill or wounded from the demonstration are children and old people who suffer suffocation from tear gas.
The residents of the village say they are gaining no support from the international community, and as the area has been labelled Area C by Israel, which means they remain under the Israeli military's full control. The attacks by Israeli settlers and soldiers are escalating. Before burning the olive trees, the settlers set fire to 10 Palestinian cars and assaulted a 60-year-old judge, leaving him unconscious and hospitalised. Palestinians responded by setting fire to the Israeli caravans in Ofra settlement. Settlers who attacked the village last night have now come back to attack the residents with stones, and there are currently clashes going on just down the hill. The other problem is we're now stuck between both the protesters and the army just behind us, who are now shooting tear gas and rubber bullets. Melbourne Press TV, occupied Deir.